Hey, Danny.
Hey, what's up, dude?
Good show tonight.
Thank you, thank you. That's been a fun
First,
one.
I have a conspiracy tonight. But first of all, that call from Goob was totally lit. That was
He
like one of the
was
best
lit.
calls you've had yet.
He was lit up.
Flat Earth is bullshit, but he's right that flat earthers are way more hooked up than most people as
I mean,
far
to
as
a degree,
like looking
just the.
under the hood.
I agree. I agree to that extent. The flat Earth one, that was the one where I go, I can't even get behind this as a conspiracy, as like a fun conspiracy theory, because there's just so many like, for at least from my brain, so many like logical holes in it where I go like, I can't even like. There's so many ones where I don't believe them, but I can at least like understand
Oh fuck! That
them.
might lose you.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay, you're still there.
yeah. I'm here. I'm here.
Okay, so the Michelle Obama thing, I've heard that before a long time ago, and the Michael Obama theory that you got tonight doesn't add up to me because if she was becoming a man now, why would they bury that when going trans is like the most popular thing you could possibly do for attention and
I
fame
agree
and
with you.
power and everything?
Totally. I agree with you on that. And also, like, they talk about maybe her eventually running for president. And you're like, if she was just trans now, like,
Yeah,
that would
it's
be
like in
like,
the bag.
yeah, in the bag. Like the Democratic Party would be begging her to go trans.
But he's right about all that shit. Like there is those pictures that totally look like balls, but you can play it off as weird outfits. And the name drops have totally happened as well. But the theory I've seen is that if you look way back into Obama's college days, there's some type of correspondence from him where he talks about a man named Michael in an intimate way. So, but not sexual. So, anyways, my theory is about the Canadian, and it's funny you mentioned that about the ArriveCan thing. It's not about the ArriveCan, it's about the Canadian COVID passport, the vaccine passports that they pushed out when everything got lit.
Yeah.
I saw this video back when they were first, it wasn't rolled out yet, but it was still being developed. And somebody dropped a video anonymously online, and it looks like it's from a developer. And I've dropped it into your Discord. If anybody wants to go see this, it's in the Clips Discord.
Okay.
And it's like a for internal use only screenshot of like what looks to be somebody who's actually working on the app. And I think he probably took this image and then released it because he knew what he was working on was really greasy. But obviously he's not going to identify himself. And in it, he claims that this is what's held in the QR codes, or somebody who has received this image is claiming that the QR codes have this information stored in them. And basically, it's a database output that shows a bunch of tables of information linked to a person's vaccine passport. I think it's incorrect that this is being stored in the QR code because that doesn't make sense of how QR codes work, but it does make sense that this would be stored in the database that the QR code is linking to.
Yeah.
And within this, you can see name, address, social insurance number, credit score, firearms licenses, firearms prohibitions, no-fly list status, religion, political memberships, pre-crime index, which sounds like a propensity to commit
Minority
crime,
Report. It's like Minority Report.
Exactly. And it's labeled from Public Health Agency of Canada, Canadian Immunization Registry and Coverage Network. So it's basically like a demo screen from an app that would be in development. And it makes sense because the government of Canada, when they finally launched this app and they pushed it out on everybody, they were really adamant that everybody should get this and put it on your smartphone. And even if you don't have the vaccine, you should still get the app. That way, when you go somewhere, you can still scan in. What the fuck reason do you have of scanning when you don't even have the vaccine? But the idea is that they're testing for compliance and they want everybody to get this thing on their phone, and then you're part of the system. And we know that the Trudeau government, the entire cabinet, is totally in bed with the WEF, the World Economic Forum, and that's undeniable. And it's also undeniable that the World Economic Forum has said that they want to move to digital IDs and digital currency and digital social credit systems. Like all these things are out in the open and they're not even making secrets about them. So the theory is that the Canadian Vax Passport is basically a trial run of the digital ID and currency system to basically test for compliance, get it out in the wild, get people complacent about having shit like that on their phone. And so many people here in Canada were like that. They're like, well, I want to go out for dinner. I'll just put this thing on my phone. Like, what's the big deal?
Yeah,
I'll
which
take it off
was
if I don't
most.
want
Yeah,
to.
it was most people. They're like, what's the big deal?
And they just rolled over so easy. So that's what it is.
Interesting.
And anybody who's on the Discord, go in the Discord, Cliff's channel.
I'm looking at it right now.
He shows a bunch of shit on there.
It looks pretty official, this thing. I guess it's possible someone like
you could fake this. You could fake
for
this,
sure,
but this was way back before the thing was rolled out,
right?
And all the other pieces of evidence, I think, make this seem fairly plausible. But I admit that it's still an unproven theory, and that's my theory.
Cool.
Great show tonight.
Thank you,
nice to talk to you. Bye.
Bye.